guys, it's me again. So today I am going to be doing a couple of things. First of all, I'm going to be fixing my own nails. I have a lifting nail here, and that's my own fault because I put the polygel too far above my cuticle. I am going to be fixing this tape that I put on here. Some of it peeled off. I just want to redo it. And then I'm going to fix this rhinestone because I must not have put it on properly. The other one stayed on pretty good though. I'm actually surprised. And then after I get done fixing my own nails, this is my other hand. What's on my other hand? Sorry, don't look at my cuticles because I'm a beginner and we got some flooding over there. At least I know what I'm doing wrong. And then, sorry, getting a little off track. And then the other thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing Steve's nail. This is Steve. I figured out a name for him finally. And I'm going to be practicing painting French tips. I wish I could be practicing acrylic and using forms, but I do not have any acrylic at the moment. I am currently only using polygel. But as soon as I get my nail kit, I'm definitely going to try acrylic. So let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm going to go ahead and put this in time-lapse mode. So I'm not wasting your time, not wasting my phone battery, and not wasting the space on my phone. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm going to file down the nail where it starts to lift. Now, I am not a trained nail technician or a licensed nail technician. I'm stuttering, sorry. But I'm not a licensed nail technician. So I am going to be going to school in the fall, but I am not a licensed nail technician yet. So I do not know how to use a drill. The only reason why I am using a drill right now is because I am using it on myself, and if I get hurt, I don't care. I'm the one hurting myself, but I would never, ever, ever use a drill on anyone else. So keep that in mind. Don't use a drill on other people. If you want to use a drill on yourself, go for it. But I wouldn't recommend it. I've hurt myself a couple times. So yeah, don't do what I'm doing, but also do what I'm doing if you want to. It's whatever, it's your choice. But don't do it on other people, unless you've taken classes. Because my school is going to teach me how to use a drill properly and safely. As you can see, I'm having problems getting that last little bit off. I'm using an 80 grit file here to get the remainder off. And I finally got it off. And what I'm doing is I'm going to be cutting the tip as well, or filing it down, I guess. I don't know if this is a safe method. I wouldn't try it. I'm just doing what I can. But yeah. And here I am moving out of frame because I know what I'm doing here. Not. Okay, and now I'm thinning it out a bit. So whenever you're filing down your nails and trying to remove the polygel or acrylic or whatever it is, you still need to leave some on there to protect your natural nail bed. So keeping that somewhat intact is actually very important. Here I am getting together my dehydrator, my primer, and my base coat. And right now I am removing the cuticle, and that is actually my favorite part of doing nails. The cuticle is actually the dead skin under that flap. That flap is actually called the eponychium. I recently learned that. So now I'm just applying all my things, putting on that base coat. All right, and here I am removing that tape after I've cured my base coat, and I'm kind of just leaving that nail alone for a while. It looks like I am also running off camera trying to find the gems. Yeah, that's what I was doing. And here I am having a problem with the tweezers, so I get my dotting tool. And dude, this thing was a piece of crap. Let me tell you, we got it on Amazon, right? And it's supposed to have the wax tip on the other end, but it completely broke off right as soon as we got it. So yeah, it was in the Beatles kit, and it does not work at all. Don't get it. If you see it on Amazon, just don't get it. Anyways, so here you can see that I have fixed my nail. Now I'm doing a little dance. I don't know, I was bored. Okay, so I'm trying to get this tape to stick to my nails, and I am laying it on thick, girl, like, So I tried curing it for about 5 seconds to make it sticky so the tape would stick better, but it actually cured too quickly, so I stuck it in there for like 3 seconds maybe. And that left a sticky residue, but now my fingers are just caked with all this top coat. And I mean, like, from far away you can't really notice it, but I notice it, and it's clumpy, and I don't like it, so I wouldn't recommend it at all. I'm just trying to fix my nails and make them look somewhat presentable for the next week before I decide to do my nails again. And this tape is so hard to find the beginning of it. I sat there for like 10 minutes the other day, I swear, trying to find it so I could put it on my nail. And here I am struggling. And yeah, I really don't like how these last two nails ended up. But what can you do? Alright, so I am using the Macarte Clear Polygel, and that's a thick gel. I like it a lot more than the Beatles gels. It holds a lot better, it's easier to shape with. It's just a much better quality, obviously. So I'm mixing pink and clear here, and I really wish I would have done pink and white instead, but I didn't, so I have a really pink middle finger. Now I'm just layering a top coat in the dual form and then attaching glitter off screen a little bit. Sorry about that. But I'm attaching glitter onto the top coat. And then I'm curing that. And then I'm going to start adding, oh yeah, I was showing you guys how crappy that container was. And then I'm going to start adding the polygel into the form, and make sure you mix it as little as possible. You really don't want to make it murky. The whole point of it is just to make it as defined as possible that they're two different colors. And this part was really tricky because I'm just a spaz with the dual forms. I'm a spaz with everything. And I'm attaching it to my nail. I'm cleaning up that cuticle area so that I don't cure it. And I'm holding my finger down so that it stays closer to the base of my finger. And as far as cuticles go, like, I feel like that actually ended up pretty well compared to the other ones I've done. And here I am trying to get this darn nail form off. And the bottom layer was sticky, so I went and wiped that off. And now I'm adding a clear top coat just to protect those glitters a little bit more because they're only encapsulated in the top coat. So, and you're going to see in a moment how much better that cuticle oil makes my nail look. Especially the middle one. It just cleans it right up. And ta-da! Every nail is a different color, but who wants boring same colors? I'm an artist. If I was serving a real client, I would clean up in between. But because this is just Steve, I don't care. So, we're gonna do his nail French tip style. And here's the most satisfying part. Yes! We're gonna clean him up, and then we're gonna do his nail. So again, we are adding a base coat to the nail and curing that so that the extension gel or polygel sticks a bit better and stays on. But because this finger is like cheap plastic, it doesn't stick very well regardless. And as you can see, just then I pulled off the whole nail form. So I went ahead and filed the fake nail to get that to stick on a bit better. And I just added another glob of polygel to stick it on again. Okay, so if you see in the top right hand corner of the nail, there is a little glitter that got stuck to it from when I did my own nails. And imagine if that was some kind of pathogen instead of just a glitter. This is why you disinfect, you sanitize, you make sure you clean between clients. All right, and here I am going to put the line work for the French tip. But I haven't actually used this brush before for its intended purposes. So it took me a few tries, but I think I finally got it. And sorry you guys couldn't see as well from this angle, looking like the Blair Witch Project over here. But sorry you can't see well from this angle. I had to move the camera this way because there was no way I was going to be able to do this kind of detail if I had my camera the other way. I actually had the camera in front of me when I was filming from that other angle, so I was actually having to work around the camera. But yeah, so I decided to do it this way so I could have full control over my brushes. Alright, so this is the end result. Sorry, that's Kit. This is the end result. This is my first French tip nail, so I'll give myself a pass. Here, let me open up the blinds. So everything's pretty much okay, except I did leave a spot of glitter right there from when I fixed my middle finger. And then the cuticle is not as clean as I would like it. Or not cuticle, I guess I should say, but like the edge of the nail bed. It's just not crisp, it's not clean. Look at the sides. Yeah, like I could do better. So I need to keep practicing that. And then there's this little dot of paint right there that I was just too lazy to fix. And then the lines are not as crisp as I would like them to be. But yeah, so that's my first attempt at a French tip. I think it turned out okay, but I definitely think I could do better. So I'm going to keep practicing that. And yeah, so those are the nails that I worked on today. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.